Morning, students. Myself Suraj Kumar Soni, and today we are going to start a new chapter of class 10 science is periodic classification of elements. Okay, periodic classification of elements. This is your important chapter of class 10 science. In this chapter, you will understand how we classify the elements and how the scientists classify the elements like Dobiner threads, Newland, Mendeleev, Henry Moseley, how they classify the elements. Okay, we will discuss in this chapter. So it is very important chapter for your future, and you will get the questions of 2 to 3 marks in your board exams. So you have to watch this video with the sincerest way. I know you have well done your last chapter, and you have done your question answer in your notebook. So now you have to watch this video with carefully and understand very well. Okay. Now first we have to watch the index. What we will do study in this chapter. In this video we will discuss about the dominant threads, Newland law of octave, and the limitations of Newland law of vector. Okay. And now start. First we have to do about the introduction. What is introduction of the periodic elements? It is always easy to distinguish the items for from one another by sorting them on the some basis. It malls or in shop we get the things sorted at their respective places. In shop, kids wear can be bought from the kid section, which cannot be found in any other section. Grocery shops also align the items in a systematic way. There are all total 92 well-known or natural occurring elements, of which 70 are the metals and remaining 20 are the non-metals. There are certain elements posing the characteristics of both the metals and non-metals. They are termed as the metalloids, just like the silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, boron, and polonium. Okay, we can say we have 92 elements in our nature. In 92 elements, 70 elements are metal and 20 elements are non-metal, but some elements are metalloids. Okay, now the first scientist is Dominic Threads. How it classify the elements? The most important thing you have, this is a pictorial diagram of the dominant threads. First of all, you have to know how Dominer classify the element. Dominer classify the element according to their atomic mass. According their atomic mass. Okay. Some groups were identified. Some groups were identified having the three elements each. So the called these groups are triads. It classifies the element into three groups, and each group contain the three element, that is called threads. Only three threads could be identified from the element discovered at that time. On writing the three elements of the threads in the order of increasing atomic mass, means we can say that Dominer classify the element according their increasing atomic mass. It was founded that the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately the average atomic mass of the other two element. Means we can say that middle element has the atomic mass of the average value of first and last two elements. Okay, in their respective threads. But there are some drawbacks. What is the drawbacks of the dominant threads is Dominer classify the arrange the these elements only 9 these elements, but actually there were many more elements known at that time. Therefore Dominer could not classify most of the element known at that time. This is the most important drawback of the dominant threads. Now the next topic is Newland law of octave. In 1866, an English scientist, John Newland, arranged the elements in the order of their increasing atomic mass. The similarity between the Dobiner and the Newland is both the scientists arrange the element according to their increasing atomic mass. Okay, starting from the hydrogen having the lowest atomic mass to the 56 element named thorium having the highest atomic mass among the elements discovered at that time. It was founded that every 8 element Newland law of octave means every 8th element possesses the property similar to the first element. Okay, this is the law of octave. Octave means 8 element. First element and the 8 element shows the same physical and chemical property. Means we can say that they are termed as a magical nodes. Similarly, beryllium and the magnesium resemble each other, and the sodium and the lithium show the same each other. This was a comparable to octave found in the music, and the hence was called the law of octave, Newland law of octave. But the law of octave was applicable only up to the calcium. Okay, up to the calcium, up to the calcium. After which every 8 element did not resemble the first element. Means this properties arranged by the Newland octave law is only applicable. The last element is calcium. After the element of calcium is not obeyed, means first element and last element do not show the same property after the calcium. So this law is not applicable. It's applicable, and we are going to start see the drawback of the Newland law of octave. This is the arrangement of the Newland law of octave and how it classifies the element. Now, limitation of the Newland law of octave. The first drawback is Newland assumed that 56 elements exist in the nature and no more elements would be further discovered in the nearer future. But later on, several new elements were discovered whose properties could not be refined as per the law of octave. Okay, understand? Newland explained that Newland think that he classify the element only 56, and we think that new element will not be discovered in the future. But it is the biggest drawback of the Newland. New element will be discovered, so and the other discovered element does not obey the Newland law of octave. Drawback number second, in order to fit element into law of octave, Newland not only adjusts two elements in the same slot but also adjusts some unlike elements under the same node. Means some different elements show the different properties arranged into the same node. Okay. Drawback number third, cobalt and nickel are in the same slot and are positions in the same column with fluorine, chlorine and bromine possessing different properties than these elements. Okay, cobalt and nickel are the same slot and are positioned in the same column. Okay, with fluorine, chlorine and the bromine possessing the different properties than these elements, means it arranges the element into the different element in the same group. Next, limitation number 4, iron possessing the similar property as cobalt and nickel is placed far away from these elements. Okay, it places the element into the new group. So this is the minor drawback of the Mendeleev periodic table. Okay, you can see it. This is the Mendeleev periodic table. There is a hydrogen, lithium, okay, BO, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminum. Is fluorine and the sulfur both show the same property, and he arranged the element into the same octave law. Newland law of octave is like a musical note. Means sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. Means first letter of the element, first one letter is sa, and the last 8 letter is sa. Means first element and the 8 element show the same property, just like the musical note. Okay. And the next drawback is the Newland law of octave can be obeyed well by the lighter elements only. Now we have finished this video. This is the two important topic we have discussed in this video, so you have to learn this video with the easiest way and understand very well. Now it is your homework time. Question number first, what is the element Question number second, explain the dominant traits with their limitations. Question number third, what is the Newland law of octave? And question number four, write the limitation of Newland law of octave. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Students, I would like to told you it is your new chapter, so you have to understand this video with the easiest way, and you have to watch this video again and again for your better understanding. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.